Gotcha. Gotcha. Or of the Myrmidon. Especially now with the way CC is, it's not the easiest class in the world to play. I'm just giving it a shot for the memes, really. Well, no, not really for the memes. I love playing this class. It's just, it's not really viable at the moment. It's kind of difficult to play. I shouldn't say it's not viable, because every class is viable. It's just, you just got to be really good. And this class is you got to be really good type of class, especially in large scale. Like for what I'm doing right now, it's not really that big of a deal. Just like, you know, roaming around, farming, hopefully getting some 1v1s. It's a solid little class for that. But any tips for Stoneborn Titans? I mean, Titans in general, right? So I don't know. I mean, I can just kind of tell you, like, I guess kind of how I play a Titan. So like when you're playing a Titan, like say you're actually in PvP. I'm not in PvP right now, so I'm not really following these rules. But you only want to be in combat when you have your berserk. When you're in berserk. So you see my X button, I'm gonna berserk. While this is up, I don't take any damage, right? So all the damage that's being given to me, it's being negated. You see that countdown on my screen? If that hits 0 and I don't negate the crash, is what it's called. I don't negate the crash using pulverize. I will take all the damage that I was negating throughout the entire time that I was in berserk. You can negate the crash via doing pulverize or by ulting. So say you're CC'd on the ground, using your ultimate to negate the crash instantly takes you out of CC. So that's one way to negate the crash that way. Okay, so you want to try to use your movement abilities to get out, not go in. Okay, you have 2 movement abilities though. So like you can say I'm going to go in on Ucky Borg, right? So I'm going to hit my berserk. I'm gonna go in on him, right? I'm gonna hit my next slash. I'm gonna auto attack 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hit cross slash, hit next slash again. And by the time that's all over, oh, I got stunned. By the time that's all over, you want to be able to get out and use your berserk or use your pulverize. And then by the time that by the time that all happens, you'll have 2 seconds left on your cooldown for your berserk. So you kind of just wait, and then okay, your berserk's back up. You go back in, right? 1, 2, 3, cross slash, next slash, 1, 2, 3, next slash again. Wait, okay, now you got to use your pulverize, negate the crash, wait 2 seconds, hit it again, go in again, next slash, 1, 2, 3, cross slash, next slash, 1, 2, 3, next slash, negate the crash, right? But I mean, the whole time you got to be focused on like not being in a predicament where you're gonna get fucking CC'd and just take the, you don't die on a fucking Titan to other people, you die on a Titan to yourself. That's how that works. So like you just got to really play around that crash, right? So say you go in, say you're in, right? You got your berserk up, you're fighting, like, oh shit, this is getting really hairy. That's when you use your extra abilities, your extra movement to get out, and then you want to be able to negate your crash. Now see, I did it too early there. Well, I did it almost too early there. You can do it too early. So a good rule of thumb is to do it around, I mean, you can do it with like 7 seconds or 0.7 seconds left. So like if you watch the timer, you can do it. It takes 0.4 seconds for the animation to start for your pulverize. It takes 0.4 seconds. So you can do it with 0.7 seconds or I wouldn't suggest trying to do it any faster than 0.7 seconds or any, yeah, because of like server lag and things like that. Good thing to start off, I would just try to do it when you have 1 second left on the clock. So like you're watching this, right? You're fighting, you're watching your timer down there. You're fighting, you're doing your stuff. Okay, 1 second, I'm gonna go into my pulverize and negate the crash, right? It's all about just negating the crash and putting out your bleeds as much as possible. Hopefully that helps. What's a good starting class? Champion. Champion is a great starting class. Yeah, the guy was very good. He was baiting my abilities. I didn't really know what he was doing, so it was hard. That'll happen, Invis. That'll happen, man. Like, good players, when they're fighting a Titan, they'll use your crash against you, right? So a good player I'm in on a good player, right? He's literally kind of just letting me do damage to him, really, because all he needs to do, well, not really. He's doing damage to me, but all he's really doing is counting down from 9. He's gonna in his head, right? It's kind of like a feel, and especially if you play Titan, you kind of get the feel. You're just counting down in your head, like, oh, okay, he's gonna start pulverizing now, and then you stun him, and when you stun him, if he doesn't have his ultimate up, he's fucked, and he just took all of the damage. Like, you can literally have a full health bar on a Titan, miss negating your crash, and completely insta kill yourself. Like, it's kind of rough. And now I know to watch for the crash. No, now you know you want to make sure you're stunning him before he can do this. So when he's red like this, when you're fighting a Titan, the dude's red, right? He'll be red. You gotta kind of be counting down, right? If you see him kind of like moving away from you, that's most of the time when he's about to do this animation where he gets down on the ground. It's called pulverize. Now keep in mind that pulverize will also hit you for a crit, so you don't want to be right in front of him when he's doing the pulverize, because if you're hitting the pulverize and he's standing right in front of you, you'll hit him right there with a headbutt and crit, like, for huge damage. So yeah, hopefully that helps. All right, fine, I'll go. Oh, you didn't have the buff. Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, I crashed. So he can just like straight up block my knockdown there? That's weird. That's a hard fight for you, Lucid. That's a hard fight for you, brother. Cool. I love when I hit my retaliate too early. That's fun. You see my minnow fucking racial save my life right there, bro? God damn, he almost fucked up my day right there, bro. That was almost real bad. Oh, I thought I was gonna get him. He jumped out. That sucks. Ah, finally.